Hello everyone, welcome back to day 18 of the build. I hope everyone had a great Memorial Day. I enjoyed mine. I decided to take that day off. I forgot to tell you guys, so I apologize for that. I did do a little bit of work on floor 3. Not as much as I wanted to, but I was working on something and then had a problem with the build and had to remove a lot of the stuff. I'm not going to get into the details, but I saved most of the work. So I'll at least get into what I did accomplish through floor 3. Luckily, not that much stuff was taken away from me. It was just the last few things I added. So let's get back up to floor 3. I decided to go through the game version first, so everyone can see what was saved, which now in the office area, I decided to keep it on with the skybox and stuff. That way you could see how the world should look. I created a new computer, one of the more modern monitors with a flatter screen. I like to imagine like people who work on floor 3 have it a lot better, even if they have to work in tiny little cubicles. The desk is a very simplistic table placed into the cubicle, and it's connected, and that's what keeps it up. So each person has basically a very similar desk, and I did add a window into the outside so they have some sort of view, but they can't see that far, because if you look that far, it's just nothing. Whole lot of nothing out there. But I plan on, after I finish the world, or I mean after I finish the building from the roof, and then add the final details to everything in here, I plan on adding more buildings out there to make it look more like a city, because I use the mountains as a border to help me get a basic picture of what I want to do for the world outside. So there is going to be a lot more buildings out there, and I'm going to push the mountains further back, because I still want this to be a mountain town. I like the idea of a mountain town. But yeah, another thing I did was I changed the color of the cubicles, because I think this looks nicer. I'm probably going to raise up the height. Actually, no. I like the height it is. I had to reverse the computers, and don't worry, there will be textures on them. This is just the temporary thing. The textures for that are going to come whenever I'm adding details to everything. So don't worry about that. That'll be here soon. So the working area for the third floor drones is basically finished. So tomorrow I'll be working on these two offices. One is going to be the security room, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this room. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know, and I'll attempt as best as I can to create whatever it is. My skills are very limited, so let's be reasonable here. That's why I'm doing these, so I can improve my skills and get better at it. So that's what this place looks like with the actual scene, lighting and correct skybox. Oh, I'm still in this game. Let me go up here, change it to morning. So the one thing I changed for the outer area was I expanded the grassy texture, because the grassy texture is slightly above, just slightly above the terrain. I know it doesn't look like it from right there. That's only because these are mountains that I pushed up. Like these mountains right here on the side, this is going to be exactly like this. I'm going to keep it like that. But these mountains all the way back here, all of them in this entire row, I'm going to flatten eventually and start building more buildings going off into this direction, some in this direction, and basically everything up to this spot right here leading up to these. So like this will all be mountains. I want it to be like this is near the edge of the city where there's mountains everywhere, because when you get to the roof you're going to see everything, and I want it to look kind of like this, but you can also see other giant buildings around you. But I'm going to make it to where you can't jump off, don't worry. I'm not going to allow the player to jump off. I will add more trees and concrete and more roads as I get to it, because I'm thinking about adding a separate road going from here on, oh, that's too hard, maybe from there going around the building. So if the player is able to see the floor from like right here, I'll probably make a wall. But if he's still able to see the floor, you'll be able to see the road and all the things connecting to each other. It all depends on what's going to happen. I'm going to put it there just in case. I can show you guys what I did to create these computers. That was the only new thing I built through 3D modeling, so I'm going to make prefabs. I call it the alt computer. So very simplistic geometric shaping. The one thing a lot of people don't know is that a lot of the things you can make in 3D modeling can be made simple by just squares and cubes. I wanted it to be simple because eventually when I start adding more detail to things, I'm going to add more shapes to make things look a lot nicer. Like for example, well, not for this, but actually no, yeah, for this. I still wanted to add a mouse to the computers, so I wouldn't be able to use a square. I would have to use more of a sphere and then flatten that down. But I would probably have to use the Pro Builder version right here, if they have a sphere. Yeah, they have a sphere. Yeah, I was gonna make sure. Yeah, that's so that's why they look very simplistic. But don't worry, I'm going to upgrade the prefab whenever I add the finishing textures to both the computers on the computer part. The monitor is probably going to get a different texture. The screen is fine. I like the screen the way it is because it's just a glass texture. If you see a little glass texture to make it, you know, look like that. Because when you have the I want to say gray background. When you have the gray background, it makes it look like a computer that's turned off, and I like that effect. So yeah, the only thing I got to do left up and floor 2, other than the offices, is add the you know, the white lines around everything. Makes the room really pop. I really like that that little effect. It's like a wooden paneling. Still don't remember the actual name of it is, and I feel bad because I used to know, but I've completely forgotten. Alright, let me go back to the starting area, and then tomorrow I'll have a lot of work to do to catch myself back up. Anyway guys, that's all I have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day.